afternoon baseball from the East Bay in the Oakland Coliseum. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Oakland A's. Oakland hope to put a lid on their 7-game losing streak. Coming up next. Terrell Cotton gets the starting nod for the A's in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Yeah, Matt, not a real good performance in his last one. Wasn't able to get out of the fourth inning. Was fortunate to come away with a no decision. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's expecting a much better performance in this one.
Standing in, A.J. Pollard. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Arizona, center fielder, A.J. Pollard.
First offering on its way. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they have not been playing all that well, to put it charitably, as they come into this one losers of 7 straight games.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Now the 1-1 pitch. I had him lunging there as he's just able to tap it foul at home plate. The 1-2. To third. Healy brings it in. And that's out number 1. Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Thoughts, Dan? Who stands out?
You know, I'm really impressed with what Jeremy Hazelbaker is doing. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ketel Marte, as we take a look at the splits between April and May. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Dero, this Gary Simmons, he's the kind of umpire that pitchers really like to throw to.
Yeah, I'm okay with it, though, Dan. You want to go east-west, I'll make the adjustment. It's the north-south that'll kill you.
Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's ball 2 now.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Now the 2-1. Swing and a little blooper to center. In comes Fowler. He can't get there as it falls in.
Dero, this is the kind of guy, he doesn't really scare you as a pitcher because he's not a home run hitter, but somehow, some way, he always seems to get the barrel to the baseball.
Yeah, he's going to make you earn it, Dan, no doubt about it. He stays within himself. He doesn't try and do too much. One of those quality guys that walks through the clubhouse door every day. You know exactly what you're getting.
Up next for Arizona, Paul Goldschmidt. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Hey, this guy has been an absolute solid player his entire big league career, and I expect him to have a ton of suitors come this offseason.
Pitch out, nothing doing. to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that gets through for a one-out base hit.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
Giro, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
And a ball, 1-0.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Now a cutter, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Wow, not a great spot to be in right now. 2-0 to a great hitter like this. This is when you really have to pay attention as a pitcher. And if you have good off-speed stuff, this might be the time to start mixing in your off-speed stuff.
Well hit to right, but a foul ball. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. A leap, and he makes the catch as he crashes into the wall. So both runners able to move up a base, second and third now with 2 gone.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistime that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on, but he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. Line drive to center field. Fowler is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and the A's will get their first opportunity. Zach Greinke is on the mound for game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this is a very unique pitcher. He is really tough to hit when runners get into scoring position, and that's one of the reasons why he doesn't give up many runs. We'll see if he can continue to do that in this one.
Holler is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Shin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he can do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
Next up for the A's, Shin-Soo Choo. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. So, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, this team is certainly coming together. Everyone, we were down there before the game. There's a fight at the bat rack right now. They won in huge blowout fashion yesterday, and they're looking to continue that offensive surge in this one.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
So now it's Mark Canha. As he'll take a look at ball 1. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. Marte fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. We are still scoreless. Stepping in, Joe Acevedo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Joe Acevedo.
First pitch on its way. Popped up. Olson on the move, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Sin-Soo Choo, an on-base percentage nightmare for the opposition. That's what he's known for, getting on base. Also, he's dabbled in center field, but has since moved to the corner and is able to get the job done with a strong arm.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Fouled away. No score here as we play inning number 2. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Ready now for the Diamondbacks. Danny Santana. They'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here's the pitch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Line to the right side, but foul.
You're grinding so hard at the plate right there, expecting something on the corners, and what happens? Change up, middle cut. Your eyes light up, but you're just not able to barrel it up.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Matt Olson. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. First offering on its way. Couldn't quite hold back that time as the changeup fooled him for strike 1. Now here's the pitch. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2. The 0-2 delivery. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Struck him out.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
And he takes ball 1.
Well, he punched out the last guy, but he didn't get any favors from the blue on the first pitch in this at-bat. Probably should be ahead of this hitter instead of behind.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
So he sets him down swinging. Chris Davis becomes out number 2 this inning. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2.
Not too often you see a changeup come across at 88 miles an hour on the...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More of the show. Saturday baseball after this. Back now at the Oakland Coliseum on a fine day for baseball in the East Bay. So coming to the plate, John Ryan Murphy, and he'll start out their half of the third, top of the order to follow. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A cold strike on the inside corner.
Jumped ahead with strike one there, and that's something he's going to do a lot of in this start. He doesn't have lights out stuff, so it's important for him to be pitching ahead and have the hitters on their heels.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. At least he held up. He must have been guessing.
The 1-1 is a changeup that's looked at for a ball. Line hard, but foul.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
And he checked his swing, but it's a strike 3 called, and that's the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at bat, A.J. Pollock. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Diamondbacks center fielder with a friendly 2-0 count.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
3-0 now. Here it is, the 3-0. He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Shin-Soo Choo there to play it, and that's out number 2. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Line toward center field. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So with 2 away, Paul Goldschmidt gets a chance following the base hit. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And as you get a look there at the Diamondbacks leaders, we see he currently sits 4th on the club in that department. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Paul Goldschmidt, a base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss at a ball down.
Well, that was a big 2-out single we just saw, and for pretty obvious reasons. The inning went from totally under control to now. He's got to deal with some dangerous hitters here with a runner on base, and this is how 2-out rallies start.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Marte is off at first with 2 away. Line drive to center field. Fowler will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. Matt Vasgersian as the Cal Berkeley product. Marcus Semien is the first to bat in the inning. Here's Greinke back to work now as he jumps ahead of the first man to greet him. It's strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
This lineup is flailing right now. They're having a hard time just making contact, let alone putting the ball in play.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Boy, he's really on a roll in the hill right now. As we roll through it again, remember, he struck out the side in the last inning, and now he picks up right where he left off by striking off the leadoff man here. Let's see if he can keep this going for a little bit.
0-1 the count. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy. 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
Fouled off. Hard on the ground towards short. And there's the first hit of the game for the A's.
Adapt and persevere. That's what I always said on the offensive side. Down in the count right there. Batter hits a ground ball the other way. He's able to fight off a tough count and get himself a base hit.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike. Comes set with the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Greinke ready now. The 1-1. And he took something off of it there. It's 1-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
Popped him up. Marte is there. And that's the second out of the inning. Riding in once again, Maurice Singleton. He flew out in his last at-bat. Popped up. Goldschmidt has room in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 0-0. Jake Lamb standing in now. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
First delivery to him on the way. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
Oh, you have to love it. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
1-1 the count to Jake Lamb. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up. Ball 2. The 2-1 home is laid off of for ball number 3.
Great AB so far. I'd really like to see this guy work a walk and get on base for this team. Maybe give them a shot of confidence that they got a shot to get back in this one.
Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
And he lays off there. Ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
Ready for another chance? Jeremy Hazelbaker. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees. Ball 1. Lamb on at first. Nobody out. The fastball down near the shoe tops.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
Now the 2-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. After it is Davis. He's got it 1 away. Digging in to try it again, Joe Acevedo.
Joe Acevedo.
He's set. Here it comes. That was a curveball that never really broke, stayed high. The 1-0. Takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
The batter, number 5, Andres Blanco.
Stepping up to the plate, Andres Blanco. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat. Grounded fouled off to the right side. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And there's ball 1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Now a pickoff play at second, back in standing. I think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. No runs, 4 hits, no errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And it's fouled away. The 2-2 one more time. Now he gets the ground ball to first. This might be 2. There's 1 on to first, but not in time. He beats it out to keep the inning alive, and the run is in to score. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Yeah, that's always a tough turn because it usually takes a long time to develop, and someone has to go over to first to cover. This time, they just get the 1.
Into the box now, Danny Santana as he lifts it in the air to right field. Chu has a read on it, and that retires the side. A run, a hit, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Diamondbacks 1 and the A's nothing. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now.
Picking up the 4th for the A's, right fielder, Shin-Soo Choo.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. That hits the outside corner. It's strike 1.
This guy's been on cruise control as we head into the middle innings of this one. And one of the big factors why, how about 80% of his first pitches have been for strikes?
There's a chopper fouled off to the left as the count moves to 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a swing and a miss there on a late breaking slider as he set down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
Well, this lineup obviously doesn't get to see this guy very often because he's over in the other league, and it's really showing. He's pitching really well right now, and I'm sure these hitters are plenty happy they don't have to face him multiple times this year.
So now it's Mark Canha. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Looks at a changeup right over the middle. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Olson.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
You know, we saw these guys around the cage during batting practice, and they told us they were going to be aggressive. I think this is getting a little ridiculous. They better watch themselves. If they don't start putting balls in gaps, this guy's going to find himself in the 8th inning cruising.
Fouled away. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Good work there by Zach Greinke. Still working on a 1-0 lead. Striding in, John Ryan Murphy. First time up, he went down looking.
Catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Cue shot here out towards short. And this will be flagged down easily for the first out of the inning.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go A.J. Pollock. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a little tapper, but it's foul. Strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Line drive, base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0 is chased out of the zone for strike 1. Soft liner to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
They talk about having a day. How about 3 at-bats, 3 knocks? Not a bad day, D-Row.
We used to say in the big leagues on the bench, anybody can get 2. Can you get 3? And if you get 3, who's on the hook for 4?
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Pollock at second, Marte at first, 1 gone. Line towards center field. Fowler is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2. And he is in there. Jake Lamb standing in now.
Third baseman, Jake Lamb.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Second and third, 2 away. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Under it now is Chu, and he will put it away to end the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair. They lead it 1-0. Here's Chris Davis now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. A ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, right there, it's tough to be able to dive out over the plate. I know it's a pitch people think you can get to, but after you're pounded in twice, that ball looks like a foot outside.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him. There's our line score through the first 4.5, and these guys have basically had the bats taken right out of their hands. Just one hit to this point. So stepping in, Ryan Healy looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
High pop up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, the shortstop.
Now at the plate, Marcus Semien, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. First pitch on its way. Right over the middle, knee high.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, bases empty, power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They still trail 1-0. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll be the first to swing it here in the Arizona 6th inning. First offering on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And we see some action in the A's bullpen now. It's both a left-hander and a righty that start to loosen up. The 1-0 home. This is pulled into right. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
First pitch on its way, and he fouls this one off. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt here, and he'll rein it in as the count moves to 1-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Davis is under it. Makes the play, 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Andres Blanco. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. He's set, and the pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. The 1-0 delivery. Now a ball grounded foul over toward the coaching box. Hazelbaker, base runner at first with 1 out. Grounded to the right. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw it where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Into the box, Danny Santana, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. 0 for 2 for him to this point. On a line to shortstop.
Now batting, catcher.
Ready now for the Diamondbacks, John Ryan Murphy. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Davis going back. Gone! So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 2 for him on the year. And the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead now to 4-0.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout, and a change is in the offing as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Chris Hatcher will come on now to make his 30th appearance of the year so far.
Number 44, Chris Hatcher. Center fielder, number 11.
In now, A.J. Pollock. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Line drive to left. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
I'm shocked he got to that pitch right there. In today's game of loading up, leg kicks, toe taps, dropping the hands, trying to create launch angle, that high heater usually gets by.
Standing in now, Ketel Marte. He grounds it sharply to third, and that's through for a hit.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team is, doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Three runs already home here. Change up low, 2-0.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Pollard is on his way home, and the runner will score from second. And the second run will score as well, as they've opened it up to 6-0 now.
You simply cannot offer up a pitch like this to a hitter of this guy's magnitude, especially with runners on the bags. He makes a living off frozen ropes to the outfield like this, and that one drives in a pair.
Stepping in now, Jake Lamb, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Lamb brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. And I believe he broke the plane of the plate there. He most certainly did. It's a ball and a strike. Lined hard toward right center. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy.
Digging in and looking for more, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He singled his last time up. First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there. And the changeup is way low that time.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there. And it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets the frustration take over. Easier said than done, though.
The 1-1. Softly hit here to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time, it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May, and he's on fire.
D-Row, he's been locked in from day one of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Singleton onto the grass. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. But it'll come at a cost as 6 cross the plate. 3 of them on this 3-run home run. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the A's nothing. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced? Other than it's been fantastic. We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2. Fowler stands in at an even 6 feet. Throws left-handed, swings the bat the same way. He was taken in the 18th round back in the draft of 2013.
Hey, this guy's got a chance to be an absolute steal. Being drafted where he was, there are definite signs that he has a chance to make an impact at the big league level.
That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Stepping up to the plate, Josh Fegley. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. 0-1 pitch on its way. Fouled off. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider. The 1-2. Just got a piece up the line, but that one rolls foul. The 1-2. He's outside for a ball.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Singleton.
So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Maurice Singleton. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. In there for strike 1. Greinke gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And a fastball just a bit high. 2 out, nobody on. It's 2-1 to the A's leadoff batter.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1. This is hit out to right. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? You bet he does. 11 in a row set down, and the inning is over. A's are gone in order. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. We're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. And before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Blake Trinan enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Blake Trinan.
Ready for another shot now. Andres Blanco. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Started to go. They'll look for the appeal down to third and ring him up, says the third base umpire. He's gone.
Now batting, designated hitter Danny.
Ready for another chance. Danny Santana. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Bases are empty. One man out. Softly hit out towards short, and that'll be the second out.
Now batting, catcher, John Ryan Murphy.
Striding in once again, John Ryan Murphy. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Yeah, that last at bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway, says the home plate umpire. The 0-1 on its way. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Giving chase is Fowler. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Shin-Soo Choo will lead things off after the break. It's the Diamondbacks 7 and the A's nothing. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. Struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get
belted high and deep into right center. Acevedo ranging back on the warning track. He makes the catch. So now it's Mark Hanna.
Mark Hanna.
And the pitch. Drilled to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitches to hit either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball. 1-1. Greinke's ready with the 1-1 pitch. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And it's fouled away.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he's got another one here. 12 punch-outs now in the ball game, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Now back to the top of the lineup, stepping in, A.J. Pollock. He reached on a single last time and later wound up scoring. First pitch of the at-bat. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
1-1 to the D-backs leadoff man. The 1-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. That's through, a base hit, and he's got his 3rd hit of the game. He'll get it into second, and he's going to make it there. Barely, as he's into second base with a double.
He went with the slider, but the hitter wasn't fooled for a second. Gets the barrel of the bat through the zone and rips it down the line for a leadoff double.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. As he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. Pollock stands at second with no outs. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Chu to the track, to the wall. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 2 for him on the year as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, who drove in 2 runs on a double in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Way in front of that fastball.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
Tough slider over the inside corner for a strike.
Hey, that's case in point right there. He thought that was going to hollow out his rib and ended up being a strike.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 1 ball. Slider. Good 2-strike pitch, but it misses. 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Misses. Ball 2.
Well, I kind of wonder if he's not being as aggressive as he was before that home run. Hey, this is a guy that can burn you again, so I don't really blame him.
The 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Digging in once again, Jake Lamb. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Still only 1 out in the inning. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. Hit sharply on the ground. Singleton from the outfield grass. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder, Jeremy Hazelbaker.
Digging in to try it again, Jeremy Hazelbaker. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. First offering on its way. And this is off the corner and low. Ball 1. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Singleton scoops it up. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. But the Diamondbacks pick up a couple courtesy of this 2-run home run. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the D-backs 9 and the A's nothing. Here's Chris Davis now. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pollock has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a ball hit high in the air, deep down the left field line. This has plenty of carry, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
He's feeling it out there on the mound, just getting the ball and throwing it with a lot of confidence right now.
Got him. as he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses and a lot of strikeouts and no walks either.
Into the box, Marcus Semien, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. No hits to this point. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Man, he's going to be kicking himself when he goes and watches the video after this one. That's a changeup, two straight.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. A's are gone in order. They're looking up at a 9-0 deficit. Up next for Arizona, Joe Acevedo. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Joe Acevedo.
First pitch of the at-bat. And no swing, apparently. Ball one. And that's off the plate and high. 2-0 now.
Do you take your chances in this situation as a hitter, knowing he's just missed outside 2 pitches in a row, and dive a little bit and try and drive something in the opposite field?
All over the place to start the ninth. It's 3-0 now. Andres Blanco waits on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
First offering on its way. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider. Acevedo gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Flying toward right center. And that's a base hit. He's now 2 for 5 in this one.
Now batting, designated hitter, Danny Santana.
Ready once again, Danny Santana. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. A throw behind the runner at second, and a dive, but he's back. Now a spin and another throw back to second, keeping particularly close tabs on him. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here's a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 called. None out, runners at first and second. Spin and a throw back to second, but the runner's back easily. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. And a pitch takes off inside and gets away. So now 2 men in scoring position.
Man, it was already a dicey situation with 2 on and no out, and then things get worse with the wild pitch there. So instead of a chance to turn 2, they've got runners on second and third, and a base hit will drive in a pair.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Grounded up the first baseline. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Well, that's a quality at bat right there. Brings home the run with a ground ball, but also moves the other guy over to third base. It's a good job of keeping it simple there.
So striding forward now, John Ryan Murphy, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. First pitch on its way. Way in front of a great slider that time. One out and a runner on third. Couldn't wait back, a swing and a miss.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. A.J. Pollock will be next. Popped up. Singleton over to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, A.J. Pollock has got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Hit to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Only 1 in the inning for Arizona. We'll head now to the bottom of the 9th. Arizona's on top, 10-0. Up next, the speedy outfielder Dustin Fowler, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. Taken in by Goldschmidt, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, catcher, Josh Begley.
Next up for the A's, Josh Begley. He flew out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim most recently. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled away. Fastball called for strike 2. 1 out, nobody on. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Hazelbaker is there, and folks are starting to head for the exits now. 2 gone here in the 9th.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go Maurice Singleton. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. He's got it, and the Diamondbacks have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road as this one is over.
Hey, not many pitchers can brag about throwing a one-hit complete game, so hats off for him. But as a pitcher, I know he's going to wonder, like, what might have been. So close to a no-hitter, but it wasn't meant to be. That's baseball for you.
10-0, the final shutout score in this one. The Arizona Diamondbacks get their division-leading 30th win of the year. Zach Greinke earned his 5th win of the year, racking up 14 Ks in doing so. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
This afternoon for the victorious Diamondbacks, 10 runs, 17 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Athletics, no runs, just 1 hit, no errors. They left 1 man on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 13 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.
From the home of the Mariners since 1999, we're inside Safeco Field here in Seattle. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the Minnesota Twins and the Seattle Mariners. The Twins have won 5 games in a row. They'll look for number 6 right after this. James Paxton will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Digging in, Sean Blank. He will lead this one off today. And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike 1. Fellas, the Mariners entering play here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of this season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
And now here's a look at the Minnesota Twins starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, we'll see if Miguel Sano can be a difference maker, as he often is. He leads the team in the 2 most important power categories for me, home runs and RBIs. Driving in guys and being able to drive yourself in. He's an impressive hitter, and it should be fun watching him do his thing in this one.
All in all, a great afternoon for baseball. 73 degrees here at first pitch. Strike 2. Guys, this was a team that looked shaky prior to the start of this winning streak. What's allowed them to get hot lately?
Yeah, I don't think we can be surprised. They're on fire right now. continuing a hot start, Matty, no doubt. They've stayed strong. They've come out of spring training with one goal in mind, and that's to get to the postseason. Strong starting rotation, a lineup that doesn't quit. The guys seem to really rally around each other, and they got one of the strongest bullpens in the game.
Stepping in, Miguel Sano. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. A ball and no strikes. The head-to-head with James Paxton, he's just 1 for 6. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Paxton, also known as Big Maple due to his Canadian roots, his contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter. Big swing by Sano, and a ball sent to deep left field. And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. Now it'll be the M's turn. No score. Jose Barrios, the right-hander out of Puerto Rico, will be the starter. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Coming to the plate now, Gerard Dyson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Fellas, these Twins, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
Yeah, Matty, this team's coming together right now. They're playing dangerous baseball. You can tell the look in their eye. They feel good about where they're at. They've won a few games in a row, and they look to continue that trend today.
And now a quick look at the Mariners' starting lineup in this one. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, I love what Kyle Seager brings to the table for this team. He hit 7 home runs last month. That's a legit power threat. When you start looking at that over the course of a long season, he's putting up some big numbers. This guy's got great power.
Next for Seattle, Ben Gamel, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Bounce to first, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting third, first baseman.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Yonder Alonso, looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied into straightaway right. Blank is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Mariners are down on 4 pitches. Still no score. The number 4 Minnesota hitter, Byron Buxton. He'll start things out against James Paxton as we get the inning underway. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Buxton, or sometimes just Buck for short. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
I tried to jerk that one, and it's 2-2. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
All right, guys, here's Seattle's defensive alignment. And let's focus on Robinson Cano, one of the softest hands in all our sport. Probably turns one of the best double plays in the game, captain of the defense.
Up next for Minnesota, Joe Mauer. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. The pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. Cruz has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in the switch hitter, Jorge Polanco, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and the inning continues. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he is into third with a 2-out triple.
And that's his second triple this season. For some hitters, that's a career. Good swing and great hustle to pick up the 3-bagger.
Taylor Motter steps into the box. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike.
That pitch is in triple digits. I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Here's the 1-1. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Runner holds as the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right.
On the run is Henniger.
He gets to it, and he botched it. The run is in to score, and they take an early 1-0 lead.
Well, you can see what happens here. He's so focused on lining up to make his throw that he forgets one small detail. You got to catch it first, so he gets tagged with an error, as well he should.
Zach Granite the next to bat. He'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Motter stands at second with 2 gone. Liner toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's in safely at third, as a run will score on the play as well.
The pitcher was almost out of the inning. I think he might have taken that third out for granted. Instead, he gives up a 2-out RBI triple to make it 2-0.
Into the box now, Greg Clark. No balls and 1 strike. Line towards center field. Dyson is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of the second. The Twins are in front, 2-0. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He went deep in the contest last night.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs. But it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a fastball that couldn't quite find the zone. It's ball 1. Counts even at 1-1 to Nelson Cruz. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. And the Mariners have themselves their first base hit.
Hey, nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
Set to get his day started, Mitch Haniger, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Just a bit jumpy that time, swung on and missed. A runner at first with no outs here. Driven nicely into the gap. And this is going to get to the wall now out near the Mariner bullpen. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Dan, that hit right there extends his hit streak to 8 games. Are you aware of stuff like that?
No doubt about it right now. He's swinging the bat really well. And after that knock right there, hey, listen, 8 games is nothing to sneeze at. So you can say, hey, he's gone a whole calendar week with getting at least 1 base hit. So there's a lot of positives going on right now.
From the stretch. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he will somehow keep his eye on the baseball there as he has it for a big out number 1.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at the Twins on defense. And the guy patrolling center field today, I can't emphasize this enough. If you want a good ball club, you better be strong up the middle. Center field being that main component with catcher, shortstop, and second base. This guy takes tremendous routes to the ball, strong and accurate arm, and just a leader on the field.
Cruz on third. Henniger at second with 1 away. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
The 1-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And that'll get down for a base hit. And he's in safely to third as they also push across his score to make it a 1-run game.
Second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. He's set. Here it comes. Right side. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And they'll tie the ball game as the run scores, evening things at 2.
That's just your classic ribby knock right there, Dan. He's able to turn on the pitch he wanted right there and drive it into the outfield.
Good job getting the barrel to the ball right there, able to get that one through and picks up an RBI. Hard hit and a well-deserved run batted in.
Stepping in, Mike Zunino. And he's looking to turn things around. Ice cold at the plate in recent action. First pitch coming. Here it is. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. Swing and a miss. Good slurve. 0-2 now.
With 2 strikes and the runners at the corners, this is a big pitch coming up. Got to execute and hope to either get a strikeout or a double play ball to help you get out of this thing.
Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Swinging a soft liner, and that'll get by into center field for a base hit. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, hero. Big, and I mean big, 2-hard RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
There's not too many umpires in the game that are going to ring that first strike right there. That was borderline up, even though it was in the zone.
Line drive to center field, but this will not get down quickly enough as it's pulled in out there in center, and that ends the inning. So they strike for 3 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left on. We've played 2 full. The Mariners are on top, 3. Welcome back to Major League Baseball on the show from Seattle, Washington. All set now for the top of the third in this one. Leading off the inning, Sean Blank, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. The knee buckler, and he swings and misses at it.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out and throw that shutdown inning up and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Hit to first. Alonso is there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, second baseman.
Riding in once again, Lincoln Jackson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that pitch catches the inside corner.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
Swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bouncer down the line. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes. The 0-2 once more. Popped him up. And he will make the play. 2 away now. Here's Miguel Sano. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. First offering on its way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And it'll fade just at the end and winds up a long foul ball. And he's finding his groove out there now. It's 0-2.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fastball.
This is line to left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. 2-out success, and that means Byron Buxton bats next.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Here's Yonder Alonso as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to stay back on the changeup there, but this is chopped foul at home plate. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2. The 2-2. This is pulled into right. And this is taken in just shy of the warning track for out number 1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Nelson Cruz. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Third inning. Already a 3-2 ball game. To short. Oh, a diving stop. He's up with it. The throw. It's there, and he's out. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. First delivery to him on the way. And a fastball's off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Here's a perfect situation. 2 outs, base is empty. Power hitter at the plate. He ain't looking for a single. and hoping to pass the baton. This guy's looking to do damage.
Swing and a miss. A little too anxious there. 1-1. The 1-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. 2 out, nobody on. High in the air. Sano has got it, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They're up 3-2. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, as the veteran Joe Mauer settles in to start out the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Ooh, good changeup, just missed inside. The 1-0 is in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again, or goes up under his chin, or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
The 1-2 swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Opportunity now to look at some of the future plans for this Mariner organization as our Road to the Show report spotlights a couple of guys that have been playing very well in recent action. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Polanco. He smacked a triple and later scored his first time around. Fastball in there for a called strike.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time? That's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at-bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
In now, Taylor Motter, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. Will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 1-1 home is in there for strike number 2. The 1-2 down the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute,
and we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More from the show. Saturday baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Gene Segura standing in.
Leading off for the Mariners, the shortstop, Gene Segura.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a neck-high fastball that time. The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1 home. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Buxton. 1 away. Ready for another chance. Kyle Seager. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. Blank is there. 2 down.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard, good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
Here's Robbie Cano now, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a knee-high fastball. Cano waiting on the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone. A swing and a miss.
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
And this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. But they still lead it 3-2. Zach Granite the next to bat. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. The throw to first is in time. 1 down. Now to the plate, Greg Clark. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And that's the second out. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Twins lineup. Stepping in, Sean Blank. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Seager in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ball game. Here now it's Mike Zunino as we move past the halfway point in this one and begin the bottom of the 5th.
Mike Zunino.
Pitch on its way now to Zunino. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Missed with a breaking ball. Here's the 1-1 delivery. 2 balls and a strike. Easy there, big fella. 2-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
Yeah, and he might strike out for a second time right here.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
You could pretty much book it that a fastball's coming. A challenge fastball right here. He cannot allow the 9-hole hitter to get on base with the top of the order looming.
Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco gloves it, and that's the first out.
The center fielder, number 1, Gerard Dyson.
Here's Gerard Dyson. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Off the plate and low here, ball 1. The 1-0 home. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning.
Up next for Seattle.
And that'll bring up Ben Gamble. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this 2-hitter finds a way on, it really...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they go quietly here in this half inning. Digging in once again, Lincoln Jackson. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered 1 hit to the top 3 guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Push to the right side. Well, there is the second baseman, Cano, for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Miguel Sano. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. The 0-1 on its way. A swing and a miss at a ball down.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
Got him to miss the breaking ball there. Miguel Sano goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
I think that curveball is a big reason why he's able to turn things around in this start after a rough beginning. It's got some good bite to it. So that tells me he's doing a nice job of snapping it off out front. Really finishing that pitch like you're supposed to.
Byron Buxton is in for a third plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Now a ball swung on and heading for the stands in right, and that'll move the count to 1-2 now. High in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. Another one sent foul.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to fight.
Looking at a fastball to end the inning. Down go the Twins in order. They trail 3-2. 2. Digging in to try it again, Yonder Alonso. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
First baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. A fastball here as you'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Popped him up. Mauer has a play. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 23.
Here's Nelson Cruz now. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low apparently. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. Bounce it to the left side. Polanco has it. And there are 2 away now.
The batter, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Here comes the first pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Boy, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, you have to make sure it's up above the zone like that. He can't do a whole lot with that, but if it were a little lower, he can and will make you pay big time.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top. But he was able to lay off it.
3-0 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to short. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Mariners are down in order, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. The Mariners out in front of this one as we move to the 7th, but before it gets underway, let's give you a look at the game summary to this point. Leading off the inning, Joe Mauer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Look out over near the on-deck circle as he whistles this one fouled off to the left. Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So it's a solo shot off the bat of Joe Mauer, number 148 for his career, and the Twins have come back to tie it at 3-3.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Standing in now, Jorge Polanco as he grounds one briskly to short. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
Now batting, a designated hitter,
Taylor Motter steps into the box. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one just missed outside. 3 runs, 4 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A swing and a miss. He's behind the big curveball. Count even at 2-2 for Taylor Motter. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Changeup in for a strike.
Hey, I got to commend him a little bit. Leadoff homer, and now he's 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning without any further damage.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 for the Twins in the inning, and it comes on this Joe Mauer solo blast. Get up and stretch, and we are all tied at 3 apiece. Julian Odell gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7.
Julian Odell.
Ready for another chance. Gene Segura. He's popped up in his first plate appearance and flied out last time around. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Roll right back at him, and it hit him. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first. 1 away now. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was at first. The skipper's out of the dugout, and it looks as though he might decide to challenge that out call.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain from that angle. I can see why this was a really tough call for the umpire.
So here's the signal from the bench, and they will indeed ask for the play to be reviewed. So the umpires will get on the horn with the replay operations center in Manhattan and attempt to get a definitive answer on this play.
The Mariners are challenging.
So here's one last look at that replay from another angle. There has to be indisputable evidence in order to change the call. And boy, I'll tell you what, I just don't see it there. I'd be pretty surprised if this challenge works out for them in this case.
And the review process appears to be coming to an end, so here comes the decision. And he is indeed out at first as originally called. So they lose the challenge and the ability to use any further challenges for the rest of the game. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The batter, second baseman, Robinson Cano.
Ready once again, Robinson Cano, a hit in 2 tries so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard on the ground to second. That gets through, and he'll reach base again on his second base hit of the game. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Don't sleep on the bottom of the order right there. He broke out on ambush tactics. First pitch fastball, middle in. He's able to drive that for a nice single.
Stepping in now, Mike Zunino, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Missed with a slider.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Back up. Oh, no, that got him. Fortunately, he's able to stick with it and get the out at first, and that'll put an end to the inning. 1 left for Seattle. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Mitch Garver is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Number 43, Mitch Garver.
Mark Zepchinski has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Mark Zepchinski.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Still plenty to be desired in terms of batting average, down in the 180s entering play. 4 home runs and a dozen RBIs. Zepchinski stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was a 5th-round pick back in the draft of 2007.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out. Final line there for the Mariners starting pitcher, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Sean Blank. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Down the third baseline. 0-1. Here's the pitch. This one's down to third. On to first, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, second baseman.
Ready for another shot now, Lincoln Jackson. First delivery to him on the way. Looped out towards short. And this will be pulled in easily for the final out of the inning. Twins are set down 1-2-3. Score remains tied at 3-3. Mitch Garver will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 43.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Gerard Dyson. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's set, and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. The 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1.
1-1.
Two and 1 count now to the Mariners leadoff batter.
2-1.
Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time.
Now batting, designated hitter, and
digging in once again, Ben Gamble. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch on its way. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. The 0-1 off the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Polanco right there. And there's out number 2.
now batting, first baseman.
Here's Yonder Alonso, not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Blank facing back, and they have taken the lead. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
And he was totally dialed in for the first 2 hitters, seducing a couple of easy grounders. Then he catches way too much of the plate on the 3rd guy, and it winds up in the seats. sometimes you can fall in the trap of not focusing all the way through the end of an inning when you're rolling out there on the mound. That might have happened here.
Now batting, left fielder, Nelson Cruz.
Into the box, Nelson Cruz,
as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field.
And that's in there, base hit.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Whoa, he looks a little frustrated out there, and I don't blame him. He gives up a couple of hits early inning, and then he plunks this guy. He's fighting himself a little bit, so they might want to head out to the mound and try to calm him down.
Gene Segura standing in as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch lofted in the air out toward right center. Blank over to his right, and the inning is over. One for the Mariners in the inning, and it comes on the strength of this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Twins. It's now 4-3 Seattle. Here's Miguel Sano.
Leading off for Minnesota, third baseman, Miguel.
Edwin Diaz comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball one. Two balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And he'll get in at second base as the tying run's aboard with a leadoff double.
That's the perfect answer after you've given up the lead in the previous inning. Put the tying run on second and get the momentum going back in your favor. Now we'll see if they can cash in.
And now with the possible tying run at second here, we're going to have a pinched runner as they try to get a little more speed out there. Line drive to left. Cruz is there to make the catch, and that's a big out, number 1. And he'll make it up to third safely here with one away. So here's Joe Mauer, and he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Goodrum takes his lead at third with one away. Behind 0-2 now.
I know he wants that pitch back. He put good wood on that ball. But let's give credit to the pitcher right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Got him a little bit out in front.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Joe Mauer retired, and now they're down to their final out in this one. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Hit sharply on the ground. And a step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Seattle Mariners came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Mark Zepchinski earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Edwin Diaz wraps it up for the save, his 6th. So that's it for us this afternoon. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, log on to theshownation.com.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Seattle Mariners. 4 runs on 8 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. For the Twins, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 9 minutes. A reminder that extra post-game trains will be available at the King Street Station, located just north of Safeco Field. Metro Transit buses are also available at stations on First Avenue, Royal Brom Way, and Edgar Martinez Drive.